Hello, and welcome to the playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. I just got my ninja to 70 from 60. Well, I was gradually leveling up, but I was trying to get this done before Endwalker's here, though. But alas, whatever am I to do? Jin, as Shinobi, I am loath to admit this, but I did not see you come in. The truth to be told, I have been somewhat distracted of late. Princess Yuki, it would seem, sent a letter to my village praising us for our effort on her behalf, thus revealing my story of an injury preventing me from making the journey home for the ruse that it was. But my shame is not that I haven't been summoned back to my village, but rather quite the opposite. Despite knowing that I'm a hale and hearty, my elders seem to have no particular hurry to welcome me back into the fold. Should the time come when we have need for you in Doma, we shall summon for you until you are remained at your post and do all in your power to aid our countrymen in Rosia. Is this how far I have fallen? Am I a falcon bereft of its claws, a dull blade tossed to the wayside of its master? For all I know, I have been all but exiled to this place. I am sorry, Jin. Heavens know that you did not come here to listen to my griping. On a brightest note, I just received word from Captain Jack. It would seem some Easterners are causing something of a stir. I suppose I should be grateful that someone still have the need of my services. Anyhow, it would have seemed the Kami had led you here at the most opportune time. Would you care to accompany me? Thank you, my friend. Let us make to Limsa Liminsa and let's see what our friend at Rogue's Guild would ask of us. It's an interesting story, honestly. Also, I should change my gear. I just got to 70. I didn't get a chance to change it. It's time to get rid of these outfits, since there's only one class that uses ninja gear. Okay, so I'm going to the Rogue's Guild. Fisherman's Guild, actually. Yeah, they changed a lot in this game. They got rid of my dot, as you can see, which I can get rid of now. They also changed my astrologist. It's kind of awkward. Oh wait, that's the wrong person. There's a quest. Oh, level 50. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, you can't have quests for me. Also, I'm gonna be doing the event on this video recording, honestly, too, because Starlight. Oh shit, it's already here, sorry. Starlight event's not, too big. Meanwhile, I'm gonna probably update you on what's going on. So after this gameplay, it will be story mode. I'll be finishing up Shadowbringers and heading into Endwalker is the next thing. But I won't go straight to Endwalker because I got Ninja to work on. That's right, got Ninja to work on. Why does everyone has a gatekeeper? God. I gotta eat, so I'm gonna be probably muting myself when I'm chewing. Well, it ain't the dimmer dabber of them all. I trust you have kept in our stabber sharpened. What with you and Orbo on the job, I reckon I'll be Bob before the Dark Man come around. Here where we stand. One of me birds in cracking arms came tripping at me with a story about some demonians who I reckon are breaking one code after another. Seems they are, the Krakens that is, are out sailing the eastern seas while they're grabbing a vessel flying Garlean colors, as they won't do. But then came the rub. The crew claiming to be Domain, you see? And upon revealing their captor's identity, they changed tack, begging for asylum on Azorizia, offering shore and offering the eternity of their cargo in full in return for safe passage. Calling him a Benigova fool, the Kraken captain took the self-styled Domians up on their offer, stowing the eastern treasures and the Easterner themselves away in the hold. They set sail for Linsa. But after pulling into port, a funny thing happened. No sooner had the Krakens dropped anchor than the refugees put on their best beater case and sculled off into the dead of Darksman, leaving all their treasure behind. All the treasures save one. Scroll of sorts that has been hiding in a corner, all inconspicuously like. Carlian reckons that these Doman refugees have played us for some rum fun, and they are off selling the scroll on the black markets for a good blunt even as we speak. I see. So you would have us recover the scrolls in question and bring the thieving Domians to justice. I'm honored to lend what aid I can, but yet I cannot help but to wonder, what could it be about this scroll to make it so valuable to my countrymen? Well, we ain't going to whittle the scraps just sitting around here on our daddles now, are we? Let's snilch the town and let's see what the common goves and moats have and haven't seen. Jen, why don't you go pay the toll and I'll visit the ranch. If there's any rumors going around about any shifty Easterners, like as not that the moat will know. You do remember what to order, aye? Of course a dibber-dabber like yourself would. Good luck out there and keep your waddles open. We'll be waiting for you at the bulwark hall when you through. Guys, I love the community here sometimes. Jesus. So this is the old ninja set, and I'm just thinking to myself, so I have to go to the wench? Don't I have to run up there? I recall running a lot. I hate Limits and Limits because of how mazy it can get sometimes. It's not a fun place to do story interactions, I'll tell you that for sure. Anyways, the plan is I have to put my idea on hold for the Endwalker video I was gonna put together. I have a lot currently where I'm living at is not a very suitable place to do instrument recordings, and I will be doing some actual work on fixing that. What the fuck is that? That's no hello. I could probably pick it up. I probably should. I don't know. Yeah. I don't remember how to get to the ranch. I'm sorry if I'm dropping off. Also, currently at the moment I'm doing some Genshin Impact recordings as well, and a lot of what's up kind of thing. Ah, there she is. I don't. I have a bit of picking my ears up and catching our patrons every whisper, but the party in question requires some little such effort. Why, they were shouting out tales of riches and glory in a roar that could wake the dead. Said they were on their way to the wine port to make this transition of a lifetime. Though they weren't keen on going into detail, just between us, I wouldn't be surprised if there's something less savory about their business. Speaking of savory, can I interest you in our seafood stew? Yes, please, lady. Where's, oh crap. I don't know where that is. Okay. Looks like it's near the port. Sorry about that, I end up chewing in the mic. So our lads are heading to Wineport, eh? Been at work, Jane. Reminds me to slip to El Toro and a little extra blunt next time we stop by the wenches for alleviation. That said, something doesn't sit right with me. crackling their plans for every drunkard and tavern wench to hear? I reckon our friend must be looking to amuse us. If you wouldn't my guess, keep your eyes open and your stabbers sharp, mates. Well, that's a bleeding surprise. The Codebreaker curs have already bit the blow and hoped to twig, with a clavering worth of bingo in tow. Whereas they were last seen beating a Bafford blood short. But that means they mean to wait a bloody minute. What if the Gorg is not meant for selling but keeping their throats wet on the long voyage? I reckon our lads are trying to smuggle the scroll home. There's no time to lose. Let's brush off our beaters and cases and make for the Bloodshore all quick like. Orbo and I'll snitch the north side. Didn't you take the south? We have to catch these curs before they sleep from our daddles for good. These lines are hard for me to say things. Holy cows. You had just have to poke in our nose in your business. Huh? Guess you leave us no choice. Oh yeah, they added this new thing where I'm just abusing it now. Uh-oh. I have to... Just give me a moment. Let me get that. God damn it. Sorry about that. Already making enough noise breathing. Let me guess, you came upon a couple of rough-looking goes. Those goes came waving their stabbers in my face afore I could edge in a word. I reckon this hiss was the same for you. Scrolls was nowhere to be seen, nor anything resembling a ship. If I did not know better, I would say they're simple groups of ruffians enjoying their ill-gotten grog. The dim one sees, but does he truly see? No, these unfortunate men were pawns in the grand scheme, as disposable as the bottle now littered the shore. Oh, it's you. Yeah, I know, right? My expression is perfect. Meanwhile, your true Corey is boarded a trader and sells for Kugane even as we speak, under the auspices of the East Ellen Trading Company, no less. So cunning a scheme, I wish I thought of it myself. Or did I? How do you know? Akamia, the cove from the House of Sticks. Ah, yes, the weirdo. Kurosasu Redbeak? Childhood friends turn bitter enemies and friends once more. Reunited after far too long. Our heroes returns and the villain swoons. Oh, what a joyous day, or is it? Wow. I'll say this much, Dim One. For once, you managed to surprise me. To think that the oh-so-serious Ouroboros would lie to his elder to avoid having to make the journey home, only to find out he wasn't welcome to begin with. Oh, the irony of it all. Enough of your preening and prattling, Karasu. I want answers. How did you know we were here? And what is your connection to the thieves we pursue? You mean the thieves already elude your clumsy grasp, just as I'm about to do. I fear that is a story for another day. After the slippery bird, that one. That Daffalooka acquaintance of yours? That's news to Jack's Vitals. Meanwhile, we got our work cut out for us if we still want to gabble that scroll. Is there anywhere we can have a few whittles, secret like? Say no more, Captain Jack. As luck as would have it, our base of operation is but a short walk from these parts. Jin, pray to join us at the storehouse. I didn't learn anything. This scenario. I guess I'm going to line. Okay. Of all the places to talk, you know what? I'm not gonna read anymore. I really want to eat. I'm just so hungry right now. Anyways, I'm gonna mute myself again. Enjoy the story, or I guess you could skip ahead until I talk again. I guess. That was good food, but I could do it next time without interfering my recording. Oh, thank you for student. Get out of hiding. Oh, on a side note, I got more players commendations on this ninja class than any other DPS roles I have played before. Which is really weird to me. Is ninja hard to play or something? When did that change? I thought it was always easy. Uh-oh. Hi. Oh, if you want, take these with you. I have no clue who's this chick is, but bam. Where is my character? Okay. I guess I can run there since. I mean, whatever. It seems that everyone assembled. Excellent. Let us share all we have learned. Only 25 minutes? Holy cow, this story's long. Allow me to see if I have this right. So in short, the Garnet League lifted the scrolls from the Garlean storehouse at the bidding of an unknown Hagan client. They meant to sail straight from Nyanza to Kugane, but ran afoul of a confederacy. Doubtless because they were too poor to pay the ruby tide. In fleeing, they were then captured by the Kraken, so they claimed to be Redoman refugees seeking asylum. Upon arrival in Orza, they made off with the scroll, but eventually found safe passage to Kagane with Karasu's aid? That one's motive remains as inscrutable as ever, but I digress. Furthermore, they were led by one Zakuro Brightblood, about whom no small amount of tall tales are told. Regardless of their veracity, there is no doubting that she's a formidable opponent. For my part, I heard that she's the most protective of the scroll and keeps it on her person of all times, night and day. I heard that Zakuro and her followers have rented a room in the Bokaro, an inn in the town famous for its hot spring baths. All Jack managed to whittle is that cove is right fond of her flowing locks, and that she fancies herself a cup of tea, make a trip from the inn to the tea house and back in at least thrice a day. That is most enlightening, Captain Jack. Now, we must find a way to get our hands on a scroll before Zukuro's client arrive. But how? We could challenge her to a single combat, but the Seki Setsugumi would not look kindly on that. Besides, we are shinobis, are we not? We must use stuff to our advantage. We simply need a plan. Look up below on the foot of the scene. Good to see you again, Jin. Cannot wait for the new tricks you learned from your friends here. What more do we have got to do with yourself some sushi? I'm bloody starved. And what's with these bleeding seagulls? I swear, if another one takes a shit on my hair, it'll be seagull stew for dinner tonight. You should probably eat it then. I don't like seagulls either. What the hell? Wait, that's it. Baby, you're a bloody genius, and so am I reckon. Gather around and lend me your waggles, friends. Old Jack got a plan. First, we catch Zakuro as she beating her way into the tea house. Underfoot, Vivi, Subane, you three are in charge of causing a scene and stopping the moat in her tracks. Meanwhile, Jin, you make your way on that perch on the top of the mark and drop some imitating seagull shit down from above. What the hell am I doing? Well, with her previous precious locks all mocked up, the monster to make for the hot springs. She can't very well bring the scrolls into the water, so she just follow along, all stuffy like, and then heave it from whatever basket she stowed away in. For good measure, Obro and I'll head to the bathhouse as well, keep the girl occupied while the girl Jin has the scroll safely in her daddles. The most impressive plan, Captain Jack, but I have one question. How do you propose the two of us keep Kazakuro occupied? Oh boy, sure you remember our visit to the Browns Lake and the little show I put on for a pirate friend? It's all quite simple, really. I'm not quite certain I understand what you... Oh, Sekithar, I'm not quite convinced this is the best course of action. Give yourself some credit, lad. Now, Jin, you need to want to climb up the roof about top of the Bakuro, and then make your way across the wire atop the market. Here, this white dye should be suitable seagull shit impersonation. Once Underfoot and the gang lured Zakuro in position, let her fly. Alright, lads and lassies, look sharp. We meet back here once old Bob's. What? Old Bob's? What? Excuse me, sir. I'm not sure if I understood your instruction. Old Bob's. Oh, God. Where the hell am I supposed to hide, you guys? Am I supposed to get on one of those rooftops? What do you want me to do? Okay, so I got lured here, so I'm not supposed to be here, I guess. Okay, so it does say I need to be up here. Oh, I have to go up? What? Okay, give me a moment. What a difficult thing to ask of me. Not sure if I could do it. If I could do it, I would have been able to, I don't know, get over. Son of a bitch. This doesn't jump. This doesn't imitate jumping. Not here, okay. God. Got it. Oh, my poor girl, whatever is the matter? Anyone find a healer, the girl needs help. God, don't burn shit. Oh, bloody brilliant. Thank you, kind sir, ma'am, but really not. I'm not ill. You see, I'm simply haven't had a bite to eat all day. Huh. Is that all now? Fortunately, the Shoukaze Harusui is just about a short walk away, but I hear the sushi is positively to die for. Shall we? I'm sorry. My hair, my beautiful. I'm sorry about that, guys. You are wearing nothing at all, aren't you? Are they complimenting her? Well done, my friend. The operation was by any measure a rousing success. That said, I have not seen Sabani and others. Do hope it all well. Now that was some rum fun, if I have to say so myself. As for the cove, I wouldn't fret. Like, as not suburban and underfoot dragging her off to yaffle on some old on Kagane's finer delicacies. No doubt you're right. Captain Jack, in the meantime, pray show me the scroll, Jin. I would like to see what it is that Zakuro's mysterious employer covets so. What? Oh, this is... Are my eyes to be believed? The forbidden mantra of summoning? I have half thought it was a ghost story meant to strike fear in the hearts of shinobis who would stray from their path. Forbidden summoning? I wouldn't know a mantra from me own grandmama, but that sounds right, Dangersome. It is indeed, Captain Jack. This legend says that if the summoner's focus wanes for even a moment, the monstrous beast called forth by this mantra will not hesitate to devour him whole. And many years ago, it was a gift from our village to the king of Doma, but then sealed away to be used only in most dire circumstances. But it was lost in the chaos of the Garelian invasion and never seen again. So it has been sleeping in the Imperial Vault all these years. So even with this bloody old powerful summoning at their fingertips, the Domians still couldn't hold off the Empire. Guess it wasn't all that it was cracked out to be, eh? On the contrary, we never had the chance to find out. Master Genkai, who led the shinobi, deemed the risk too great and refused to employ it, even as our nation fell. Whether Master Genkai plotted his betrayal even then, or whether he had our countrymen's best interests in heart, I cannot say, though I would like to believe the latter. Nonetheless, it is clear that none in Garlemald knew of the scroll's true powers, so it sat untouched until it was stolen by the Garnet League, at the bidding of some unknown master. But aside from my fellow shinobi, who out there would know of the scroll's true power, it matters little now. We have the scroll, and I must return it to its rightful home in my village. Afraid I can't let you do that, friend. I promised the Krakens I'd bring the scroll back for them, and I'll have not said that Jack ain't the man of his wins. After all, the scroll's been missing from your village for 20-odd summers. No? Clearly no one's suffering much. That's hardly the issue, Captain Jack. The scroll is an ancient treasure. It belongs to Indoma. It belongs to those who have found it, and that's the Krakens. God, if he ain't a stubborn bastard. Gentlemen, must you make such a scene? After all, strictly speaking, the scroll belongs to neither of you. Oh my god. Karasu, whatever you did. Never mind. Thank you for guiding us here. You may rest assured that the scroll will safely return to Doma. You have my gratitude. Oh, Horrible, my sweet deluded adorable, you grow even dimmer by the day. Do you truly believe that I do what I do for you? I did say that I was pulling all the strings of this little puppet play, did I not? Very well, allow me to put it in words even you could understand. The scroll belongs in Hingashi, to the master I now serve. My mistake was in entrusting it to Zakuro and her lackeys, what I should have seen to myself from the very start. Oh well, live and learn, I suppose. In any event, allow me to propose a simple transaction. You hand over the scroll, and I return your friends to you with their heads still attached to their bodies. Fair trade, no? So you can't even... On second thought... Yes, I do believe we could even have more fun. Keep your eyes and ears out, dim one. You'll be hearing from me again soon. Curse it all, and here I believe the man has simply turned over a new leaf after leaving Kekai. But no, it would seem that he simply found another villain to serve. Once a rook, always a rook, I reckon. And a sharp one at that. Underfoot and strays aren't the type to get boned so easily. As long as we have the scroll, Karasu is not like to cause our friends any harm. And yet he is unpredictable as an adversary as they come. We must proceed with caution. Forgive me, Jin. It would mean much to me if you could remain in Kugane until our work here is done, though. Pray continue to train in your ninjutsu, and I shall call upon you again when the time is right. I already trained, boy, to 70, so I have completed everything I need to. It's good to see you, Jin. I have heard none from Karasu since our last we met. It seems that we have no choice but to take matters into our own hands. Yet, in our current state, we are outmanned. In hopes of bolstering our ranks, I reached out to Princess Ruki, part of the Yatsurugi clan. Her skills and knowledge of these lands surely avail us in our effort, I thought. I'm pleased to say that she's more than happy to lend her aid. Doubtless no small part due to your own efforts on her behalf. Judging from her words, she's quite eager to prove herself. Perhaps a bit over-eager. I would ask you to keep an eye on her, lest she go running off into some sort of trouble. Which mayhaps that she really has, as she should have arrived hours ago. Perhaps you have simply gotten lost on the way or stopped off for sushi and tea? Might the two of you be so kind to search for her in my stead? Captain Jack, see if she's not in Rakuza district, and Jin, please search the market of Kugane Dori. I would remain here in case she simply has been delayed in her journey. It's hard to, like... Where is she? There she is. Jen, whatever are you doing here in Kugane? Not that I'm complaining, of course, but I'm always happy to see a shinobi who helped bring prosperity back to my homeland. Yes, thanks to you, my people are doing wonderfully. The only downside of it is that now I have to be a proper princess again. Akagi, he's my personal bodyguard now, you see. It was not too happy that I told him I was heading to Kugane. In fact... Yuki! Princess Yuki, come here at once! Oh hells, he's on to me. I just have to help you in Ouroboros in return for everything you did for me. Surely you understand, Jin? Can you find Akagi and just tell him that I don't know, that I hopped on a ship to Arosa or something? Why would you tell him that? What? He's gonna jump off into a ship now! God damn it, girl. Jin, fancy meeting you here. You're an awfully long way from home, eh? Speaking of which, you haven't seen Her Majesty anywhere, have you? I caught her sneaking out of the castle and followed her here to Kugane, but I seem to have lost her. Oh, yours, you say? Gods, what is the girl thinking? If anything happened to her, I would never... But there's no time to lose. To the docks. Princess Yuki, wait for me. Princess Yuki! I'm not shouting too loud. Oh my god. Okay, I guess he's gone. Thank you, Jin, and pray forgive me for asking you to lie on my behalf. I had a mind or two to tell Akagi the truth, but then he might have offered to help. Kami forbid. And the man means well, but I hear that we face a most dangerous foe, and I simply didn't have the heart to place Akagi in danger. You understand, don't you? In any event, I do believe we kept Ouroboros long enough. So funny. She's like, do you understand? I'm like, do I really understand? My head is like a blank slate at this point. So I have, it's like level 65, the next one's 68, and then it's 70. Let's see how this concludes. Thank you for leading Her Majesty here, Jin. Princess Yuki, thank you for making the journey to Kugane. Before we proceed, I hear not aught that you might know of the recent events in Hinagashi. As doubtless as you know, though Higurashi appears to outsiders to be the land of peace, beneath the surface rival warlords are ever scheming to undermine each other's power. In that sense, it's entirely within the realm of possibility that one of them has employed a shinobi to gain a hidden advantage over his foes. But this is merely speculation. Try as I might, I was unable to uncover any tangible evidence of who might be behind these recent events. I see. Thank you, Princess. So it remains a mystery. What foul master does that treacherous crow serve? Now, dim one, is that any way to talk about our dear old friend? Karasu, you have some gall to call yourself my friend. What have you done to Subani and the others? But what's this? The dim one is joined by one new companion after the next. Our hero is wounded. Was his friendship not enough? Why are the geniuses of the world so misunderstood? Anyhow, I was hoping you asked. As a matter of fact, I just have the present for you. It's a game I like to call Kill or Watch Your Friends Be Killed. Do you like the name? I thought of it myself just now. The rules are really quite simple. Your fellow Swallow and the others are being held captive by the Garnet League of the Isles of Beko. You simply have to march in, cut down Zakuro and her men, and free your companions from the shackle. Succeed, and I'll forget about the scroll. You can go on marching happily back to Domo. Fail, and I get the scroll, and Zakuro bathes in your blood tonight. Yes, I do believe there's something in it for everyone. I'll be watching from the shadows. Do try to keep me entertained, won't you? Does his villainy know no bounds? I'm not keen on agreeing to those terms, but we don't seem we have much choice in the matter. If it's a fight he wants, it's a fight he gets! Together we can take those Garnet curs. What do you say, Jin? Forgive me, my friends. If I'll have been quicker to unravel Karu's scheme, I would not have to place you in danger like this. Still, it's heartening me to know that you stand with us. Same holds true for me, lass. While I'm not proud to let that root get the better of us, I feel a lot safer knowing a dimmer dabber like yourself is on our side. Let's get underfoot and Vibri out of there right quick like. Ever since the elders told me my presence was not needed in the village, I was struggling to find a purpose in my daily existence. For whom do I fight? For what greater purpose? Now that I have an answer, it's for you, my friends. You who stood beside me in the darkest time. You have shown me that there is strength inside me that I've long forgotten. You who... There's no time for brittle plotting, lad. Haven't ye noticed the princess have already hopped the twig? Dust off your beaters' cases and let's move! Arbo is trying to have a moment here. The man speaks true. Yes, we must be strong in both body and mind if we hope to prevail. To the Isles of Beko, where our friends await us. I did get the wrong one, right? Yeah. No, I got the right one. My panties are showing, guys. Little to my surprise, it seems Karatsu alerted our foes to our presence. Let us proceed with caution. There is no telling what matter of treachery the crow has in store for us. 67. As I didn't want me to be 68. Let's keep to the shadows for now. I would like to avoid any necessary bloodshed. Oh, bro, you're no fun at all. Why can't I cut just one? I promise you won't make a peep. Show your lass. Play last. List until we know our friends are safe. Dishonor. Also, Assassination became Dream Within a Dream now, so like they're not separate anymore. Dude, the shadows again, friends. Master Underfoot must be around here somewhere. Wait, what? Seriously, there's like a whole body of... Oh, Karatasu's coming at us. Where's Tsubane? You got some more courage than sense to come this far. If we were all on the same side, I could see myself getting to like you. But we serve another master, and he just so happens to be the demanding one. We don't give me that luck. We all gotta make a living, and this is the best way we know how. Now draw your blades. Zakuro's bathes in your live blood this day. Are you a pirate or a samurai? Which one? Wait. I accidentally got distracted by the electricity because I was like, I don't know, I'm so stupid. Kind of like things. Sorry, I can't really focus on talking while I'm trying to concentrate on my rotations. Which, by the way, I made up on my own because I actually did not look up a ninja guide and I haven't really got around to looking for one. And now that ninja's changed, like, just the thought. It's kind of hard. God, my legs are some. But why not? As promised, I return your precious swallow with nay a feather out of place once you're handled with the scroll, of course. What foolery is this, Karasu? We played your little game and we won, we not? Are you not a man of your word? Oh my poor stupid Ouroboros, how dim can one man get? Didn't anyone ever tell you that promises are made to be broken? Especially mine. Now hand over the scroll quickly now, and I don't particularly enjoy killing my dear friends, but that's never stopped me before. Or about the scroll? Very good, dim one. Yes, I dare say you played your role perfectly, to perfection. Bye, at home, little swallow. We haven't left fun for today. Incompetent fools, the lot of you. How long do you intend to keep me waiting for what is rightfully mine? Lord Hanzo, you couldn't have come at a better time. You'd be happy to know I just have what you've been looking for. Behold. Hanzo, huh? Our hero has truly outdone himself this time. At long last, the ancient secret of Hinga's ninjutsu will be his. Do tell me, Lord Hanzo, when will the training begin? Lord Hanzo? Wow. Silence, whelp. The bastard gets of Sasuke of shame deserves naught but a quick death. Well, a brood of domin dogs who would call themselves shinobis. You stand before Hanzo, the hidden 12th lord of the Kakushi clan, and you should consider yourself fortunate that I do not cut you down where you stand. And you would call your petty tricks ninjutsu? I spit on your ninjutsu. Your very existence brings dishonor to every true shinobi who have ever lived. Yes, those of my clan, the original and true practitioners of the art. Be thankful that I have more important matters to attend to today. Enjoy what you little remains of your miserable lives. Your time will come, and before you know it. Forgive me, my friends. Give me a moment to take it all in what we just saw. I do not know where to even start. Karasu killed off before our very eyes? The forbidden Mandara in the hands of this Hanzo who claims to hail from the clan who founded our art and who harbors a grudge against Master Sasuke? And in turn us, for reasons I can scarce begin to understand. Though it may be small comfort, we can take heart in one matter. In truth, the scroll Hanzo now holds is one but half of the whole. Alone, it is all but worthless. The other half is safely tucked away in our village, far from Hanzo's peering eye. It's a secret known only to the elders, trusted to me by the old hermit before I took my leave. Is that so? I would have appreciated someone to have shared that knowledge with me as well. The old hermit always did like you better, for some reason. Still, I do not expect this Hanzo to give up easily. Whatever the true nature of this grudge he holds against the founder of our village, it seems to nigh border on obsession. Our adversary claims to hail from Kagekushiki clan. Princess Yuki, are you familiar with the name? If I remember the histories correctly, they achieved great renown for their exploit in the battle during the Age of Strife. It said that even a single Kakaguchi fought with strengths and skills of 1,000 lesser shinobis. Until one day, when a vengeful warlord razed their village to the ground, slaughtering even wives and babes, the Kakakushi on the battlefield too disappeared one after the next, an inglorious end by any measure. If this Hanzo is truly a descendant of this clan, it would stand to reason that he would seek revenge against those who betrayed his ancestors. But how is this connected to Sasuke, I cannot say. But if there's one thing I know, that is I'm not going to stand by while this Hanzo plunges our nation to another age of war. I will return home and see if there's any knowledge of the Kakaguchi to be had. Thank you, Princess. We'll be counting on you. For our part, we should return to Yanza. Once Hanzo realizes that he only possesses half the knowledge he seeks, he is like to turn an eye to our village. We must warn the elders. If it's all the same, I reckon an eye, Janya. I'm not keen on showing my face in Linsa until I got the goods that came in for my daddles. That said, someone needs to see it all that the Bob's back at home. Wonderful, Vivi. Can I count on you to keep all things in order until I see the business here? Aye, Captain. Consider it done. Just hurry back, will you? I'll make sure there's a brush meat special with you now, I wanted some. Kinda hungry again. Bugging me if this journey hasn't been one for surprise after the next, and something tells me it's best yet to come. You be joining us, yeah? Won't you, Jin, for old time's sakes? I cannot thank you enough, friend. The journey of Yenza is a long one. After we arrive, let us rest up in the village of Namnai. My long-awaited homecoming, for the first time since I left in pursuit of Karasu. Karasu, have you truly left this world for good? I wondered that too. The guy just burned into ashes, or he just kind of disappeared somewhere. Boom. I haven't really think about what other things I could do. Journey on. Forgive me, but the elders will not like to smile on a son of outsiders. We will report all that we saw in Hinagashi and gather what wisdom we can. Pray wait for us here. We will return as soon as we are able. I do not ask for our hero's welcome, but I suppose there's no putting it off any longer. Since we be on our own for the time being, reckon I can find some Benny, Bingo, and a couple of rum doxies in this place? I'm just having a bit of a muse. What with this Hanzo on the prowl, it's best we both keep our stabbers shopping. Jin. The Oro got back not long ago, muttering something about his trip to the village was uneventful, and then dragged his beater cases off somewhere to another, looking for the ground all the while. Jack knows how to read a go, and something tells me that the boy ain't right these days. Like, he's carrying the weight of the shield on his shoulders. You know the lad better than anyone. You reckon there's something he might run off to if he were looking to clear his head? A waterfall? Now that you mention it, I did hear the sound of running water when I went on a stroll the other day. Not quite sure sure I would, yeah, but if this is where you think the lad is, as not you, right? Let's go see if we can ease his care a bit. Jin, I hope to spend more time alone with my thoughts, but it is just as well. It grows cold and I will warm myself by the fire. You know me all too well, Jin. I suppose I should not be surprised. Yeah, you'd be shocked the living wits out of me. I was expecting to find you in the front of the waterfall, not in it. At first I did just that, Captain Jack, but then when I listened to the flowing water, it did not calm my heart as I hoped. I took the next logical course of action. I cannot explain it. I returned to the village, fully expecting to be punished for my deception and chastised for my failure to perform my duty. Instead, I was greeted as a hero, the honorable shinobi who slew the villainous Karasu, traitor to our village and country. But it was all a lie. Master Genkai was the traitor, and were it not for Karatsu, putting aside the foul deeds he performed in service of his final master, my eyes would have been forever blind to the truth. That day, I promised Karatsu that I would keep the truth hidden and claim the glory and accolades in his stead. At the time, I thought nothing of it. But it's just too much. Perhaps the man deserved to die for his sins, but it's not for me to judge. But does he deserve to go to the grave as a hated villain, while I reap the fruit of deed I scarcely called my own? You really are too serious for your own good, lad. Let old Jack tell ye a story. Once upon a time, well, maybe not so long ago, there was a dibber moat by the name of Merlela, the captain of the old yellow jacket, who'd always been more style than substance. If you with me, long story short, Jin and me did ourselves a good deed, but the last took the credit for herself. Did a part of me resent it? Sure, I got feelings of any other go, but other people are in our business, including this Karatsuru, I reckon, need people like her. People who stand in the light man's and claim the glory, while we pry our trade in the dark. Malia might not have done the deed, but since then, they say she's a new woman, doing all she can be the hero that people believe her to be. In not so many words, I guess what I'm saying is, rather than coating yourself in the knob about a glory you feel you don't deserve, why not try to live up to the person ye friends would have ye be? Thank you, Captain Jack. I must admit, I never thought of that way. You're naked, I know, right? Oh, forgive me. Have I readied the falcon? I have readied the falcon as you requested. Shall we pay Master Kamui a visit? Allow me to explain, my friends. Since returning here, I have been researching the history of our village, in particular the life of our forefathers, Master Sasuke, in hope of better understanding our foe and the grudge he bears. Tale says that the Master Sasuke came to Domon on a mission so secret no records of it were ever left. Our villagers, too, were at a loss. If any possessed knowledge of such ancient happenings, they said, it would be the old hermit. That is what we call Master Kamui, an elder who retired from his post long ago, and now spends his day in the meditation in Plum Springs, pondering the meaning of existence to depths ordinary minds can scarce comprehend. Jin, as my student, you too are a heir of Master Sasuke's legacy. I would ask that you accompany me to Plum Springs, that together we may learn the secret truth about the father of our art. Will you do this? Excellent. Plum Springs is not far from here, but we cannot travel there on land. Subane was kind enough to summon the falconer. Let us return to Naimai. I'm no shinobi, and I wouldn't know this Sasuke from a hole in the ground, but I'm coming with ya. If it for no other reason than I'm dying for a change of scenery. Pan up. Always pan up, guys. Master Kame rarely accepts visitors, but the elders have assured me he awaits our arrival. Do not ask me why, but they said he's particularly interested in seeing you, Tsubame. In any event, Plum Springs is about a short, pleasant flight away. When you're ready to depart, pray speak to the falconer over there. Oh, let's just go. Don't make me speak to the guy. Hi, falconer man. Oh, I actually came across this place by flight, so I was that's interesting. I guess it's there just for help. This is an esteemed Master Kame. I can scarcely wait to hear what words he likely to share with us. A thousand apologies for intrusion, Master Kame. It is I, Ouroboros. I have come to seeking knowledge of Master Sasuke and the founding of our village. If it would not be positioned, pray share with us your great wisdom. What am I reading here? Oh, I don't know any Ouroboros. Yeah. My back, every word I speak is a dagger to me. No, this won't do at all. I'll be needing my medicine, the usual that is. Liver of the Enzel tiger, horn of the rhino beetle, claw of the Doman weasel, yes. That always does the trick. Yes, I simply cannot carry on in conversation in such pain. So be on your way, boys. You stay here, my little swallow, and keep an old man company. What a creepy old man. For every word being a dagger in him, he sure likes to paddle. Ouroboros, where have I heard that name before? Enlightenment, my ass! This is so good as a real piece of work! Ouroboros, yes, the dim little boy who never quite matched the wits and skills of his friend Kairatsu. Yes, that is I. It is my honor to bring you the medicine you seek, Master. Forgive me, my friend, but it seems that we have a little choice but the indulgence of the Master. Between the three of us, I hopefully will not prove too tiring a task. Let's return to Namai. Can we not return to Namai? Can we just decide what ingredients we're gonna get now? God dang it. Playing errand boy for Master Conway. What a splendid turn of events. In any event, let us split up and make a short work of this. I'll hunt down the Yenzen tiger. Captain Jack proceeds to the rhino beetle horn. Jin, I would entrust the Doman weasel claw to you. My apologies for troubling you with such a menial task, but I fear Master Conway is nothing but if not stubborn. In any event, let us return here when we find what he seeks. So, what I find funny is that he speaks like Hikaratsu, so I was like, what? It's kind of weird. He's a weird old man. I don't like old men like that. Oof. That's a Domian weasel? Wow, he's ugly. Oh, he dies too fast. Let's get there. Easy. Teleport. Oh, Jin, I trust you were able to procure a weasel claw. Thank you, friend. I'm pleased to report that Captain Jack and I were also successful in our hunt. Let's return to Plum Springs and hope that Master Conway is feeling more talkative. It's all the same to you lads. I'll be sitting here. Thank you kindly. I'm like not as to give that old kudak out on the knob, and I reckon you elders wouldn't take that kindly to that. What are all these water sprites? If you're farming for water crystals, dang. Is it just me, or does Master Conway seem rather spry given his condition? No matter, let's give the man what he asked for. Probably being a pervert. Oh, my favorite medicine never fails to put a spring in an old man's step. But Master Conway, we have not begun to boil. Forgive me. What I meant to say is, it warms my heart to see you well. So it was Sasuke's secret mission you wish to hear of, my boy. Let me see what I can remember. It was all so long ago. Once upon a time, and I'm just tired of reading out loud right now. I just want to get through this. The story for Ninja is not so great, honestly. Sorry if you guys are really here to listen to me read it out loud, but honestly, I just don't have the energy to keep reading this thing out loud. I think I was reading for a good hour, so I think it's done. Also, I don't have water. I'm kind of thirsty. Not anything I'm lecturous bit about it, but the princess here got news to share, and I'm afraid it ain't good variety. Oh, but we must move quickly. Our man afield has reported that the Kagekushi clan mastered their force in full and mean to march on Doma. No doubt Hanzo has figured out where the other half of the scroll lies. There's no time to lose. We must return once and prepare to defend the village. But... Wait, I seriously don't learn anything? I seriously don't learn anything. Oh my god, I don't... Like, what was the point of me anticipating so much from this story event? I guess I get the last 70 I need. I literally did not learn anything in that duration. but this and have frog medium. That kind of really sucked, you know? Ugh. This is going to 80, so... What the heck? Like, Ninja looks like it's kind of barren with stuff, honestly. I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to look. Hello. Yeah, I figured you're a fake. Hmm? 2 scrolls. Dreaded beast. Karasu's alive again? This guy's more tenacious than some other villains I know. Ow, my eyes. Goddamn flashy. Oh, thanks for the kiss. You think you killed him. Well, Karasu. Oh! Yeah! Actually, that's great. Let's do this. Okay, let's do this. got mirrors? Something under your wall. Nope, too weak. Damn it, that's on him too. No. That was the weirdest fight I have done. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Is this alright? I'm like, very confused. You come far, my little trick. I dare say you teach a dim one a lesson or two. Spare over the details. I have a reputation to uphold after all, but it was rather exhilarating to fight one on the same side for once. We really should do it again sometimes. Until we meet again, XIV stage right. You just walking? Okay, I was hoping you would just do a smoke bomb, but that's okay. You don't have to waste your items for me. What you say? Carl, you're smiling! Oh my god. Well, ends well, yay? Seems that Karatsu fella was right, been after all. Reckon you lucky to have a friend like him. Lucky? For all the troubles he put us through, I'd rather sooner have 1,000 arch enemies. You'd be pleased to know we made sure work with the Kagagushi army. As soon as we realized they're mostly smoke and mirrors, we weren't long before we milled what left of them. We could not have done it with you, Ijin. You are a savior of our village. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And we can rest easy knowing the half of the Forbidden Scrolls safely back in our hands. But if the half Karatsu gave to Hanzo at the Isle of Beko was a fake, that means... Curse it all! That confounded crow! My duty is clear. I must pursue Karatsu and recover the skull. Subane, pray take the elders. I will be returning to Yorza for the foreseeing future. Do not mention Karatsu's name. Remember, the official story is that the traitor is long since dead. Do not worry, Arbo. I will see that the elders leave you alone, as I always do. Sharpen up a bit, haven't you, lad? Now, if you don't mind, I'll be taking the false scroll back with me to Limsa. If even that Hanzo couldn't whittle the differences, old Calvin and the Prakans aren't likely to know any better. Jin, Araboro, it was my honor to lead my blade to your cause. I wish I could have cut down a few more of Hanzo's henchmen, but oh well, I suppose one can't have it all. Now, I must return home. Oh, hells! I forgot Aganiki. The poor fool probably tearing the realm upside down looking for me. I must be off, friends. The moat keeps ye on your toes, I'll give you that. With that, I'll best be moving my dew-beaters as well. Then I too shall take my leave. My friend, it was ever an honor to fight by your side. Jin, if you are not in a hurry to return to your adventures, I would have a word with you. Pray meet me in the storehouse upon your return to Lanosa. Okay, and we're gonna do some extra stuff in the end of this video. More trades, craft, and all that. And yes, they upped the limits. Look at that. Gil, holy cows, 1,000. I can't imagine how they're gonna do something about that, because that amount of cost is such a neg for newbies, honestly. I don't know if they're trying to destroy, like, something or whatnot. But, you know, if you get to authorized crystal tickets, it works out in your favor, honestly. Is that the new mount? Is that like a fox or something? Jin, thank you for coming. I have been reflecting on recent events and contemplating what it means to walk the path of the shinobi. I know you be the contemplative sort as well, so I shall share with you my thoughts. When I first came to Yorza, I thought only of fulfilling the duty entrusted to me by my elders. I would not be no exaggeration to say that it was my sole purpose in life. Meeting you, learning the truth of Master Genkai from Karatsu, these experiences changed me. In the end, I forsook my duty in favor of following my own heart. I faced my old master in combat, slew him for his treachery. Even after that, I remained here in Yorza to follow my own sense of duty. But even though I believed the path I had chosen, in my heart of hearts, a part of me was unsure. Is my true home not my village? Is my true duties not to my brothers and sisters I left behind? I pondered time and again. The story of Master Sasuke was told by the old hermit, and at last it was clear to me. Master Sasuke could have returned home after freeing the people of Doma from the tyrant reign. In fact, one could say it was his duty to do so. Instead, he chose to remain here, founded the village where I was raised. And this is not his duty, at the very least. Not a duty tasked to him by his master, Hanzo I, but rather a cause he took up on his own accord. In this sense, I cannot blame the descendants of Kagakushi from viewing him as a dishonorable regiment worthy of scorn. Nevertheless, Master Sasuke has willing to forsake his legacy in recognition of his people to follow a path that he truly believed in. I have no intentions of abandoning my village entirely, but I, too, would follow in my ancestors' footsteps in my own humble way. My first mission that I have given myself to track down Kuroratsu and bring the Stone Scroll back to the village where it belongs. He is an ever-elusive bird, and the task will not be easy, but I welcome the challenge. But forgive me, Jin. I have rambled on enough. You have proven yourself to be a true shinobi, and more than that, a true friend. I look forward to the day when we stand together once more. We now got the 70 skill for ninja. Bam! Tenchi Jin. So what is this? That is so weird against the ninja. Okay, we're going to Crystarium. I have been having some inventory stuff that needs to be removed. Also, belts have been gone. What was this crafting? Oh, was it Weaver? It was definitely not Weaver. It was Weather Worker. The Crystarium, we're going to the Crystal Meme. Ah, man. We have 2 more left. It's the Armory and the Leatherworking. Oh. This one. Well, there's a lot to do when we're restoring a painting, but nothing is more so important as the canvas. Let me know when the prepared materials are ready. Huh? Thank you, Jin. I was expecting quality for you, but this surpassed anything I could imagine. I'll put it to good use. I got white crafting scripts. Sweet. 2 days later? Wait, what? Time skipped. It's done. The painting is restored, and now I can finally get some sleep. Thanks to the quality of your materials, the slating should prove durable in any climate. The beautiful colors and the fine details will survive a long time. And now that you'll wait just a moment, I'll deliver it to the climate. Oh, and I'll be sure to mention your contribution. Jin, when I told our client about you, he insisted on coming to thank you personally. This is Style Tall. So you are Jin. Thank you ever so much for helping restore our painting. To others, it may be an unremarkable work of art, but to me and my family, it's an irreplaceable treasure, an heirloom from days gone by. From the day when Lakeland was the domains of elves. For generations, my family called Demsol home. There we lived in peace and thrived thanks to the bounty of the source, surviving war and famine alike. But the seniors came and took everything from us. In memory of his beloved home and departed kin, my artist ancestor took brush to canvas, the results being the painting you've restored. For long years we looked after the painting, but in the heat of the quarrel with my brother, I am ashamed to say that I went and damaged it. As I was ruling my foolishness, I came to know about the thin in our workshop. Words fail to express how glad I am that I did. With the painting in hand, I will go to my brother's and make amends with him. After all, he's the only family I have left in the world. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. You haven't only restored a painting, you restored the bond between my brother and me. What a sweet story, but I don't even remember how I began this thing. I don't know the full story until now, but I'm glad it ends well. But it's no small part, do you, Jin? But to have family. I got food again. And scripts. Okay. Next one. I could buy that level 80 gear I've been needing to buy. Ah, Jin, how good to see you. Give me a moment to clean up. We're in the midst of analyzing the leftover bits of the material crafted. Aside from record keeping, I also excel in analysis. Impressive, yes? Because restoration draws upon techniques from multiple fields, it's important to understand how certain materials and chemicals react with one another. Over the years, I handled my fair share of materials, and I can honestly say that yours is quite above the rest. There's no greater proof that the superior final products they produce. I consider myself truly blessed to have been able to learn from you. Still playing around with that floating rust ball, I see. Wizard identified as of the facet of crafting. What is rust ball? Why don't you make yourself useful for a change? Make something useful. After all this time ignoring me, those are the only words you have? And we're not playing around, I'll have you know. We've served many clients already, and there's bound to be more folks out there who has cherished items they want to restore. They simply don't know who to ask for help. What's more, we have a veteran artisan on board now who prepares the materials we need. Jin here. Her skills are at least the equal of Master Hargi. He looks at me no. Skills or no, it's nothing but a waste of precious resources. You do well to open your eyes to reality. It's all around you. What is a rust ball? That's it might have not seemed so from the exchange, but we used to be close. We both lost our parents at a tender age, you see, and a man named Hargo took us in as his apprentice. Master Hargo is a restorer too, and it was he who inspired me to become one too. And when I was little, I had a doll. It was a memento of my late mother, and I treasured it like life itself. But old as it was, one day it fell apart. Back then, we suffered from far worse shortages than we do now. Everyone at the means struggled to do their work with limited resources, and no one spared a glance for a broken toy. No one saved Master Hargi. He found me crying alone and clutching my doll. No need for tears, he says kindly, and took the doll and made it good as new again. There's more such items at the Crystarium, Jin. Items that serve no practical purposes, that won't help us survive, yet mean the world to someone. They wouldn't have found a place among a refugee's scant possessions otherwise. They were irreplaceable treasures, and I cannot bear to watch them crumble away. As Mr. Hargit remanded my doll, so would I mend the ties of others. In many ways, you remind me of Master Hargi. Not only are you capable, you're kind and dependable. It's a pleasure working with you, and I hope that our partnership continues for a long time. Me too. That's so cute. I'm sorry, I'm just tearing up again. Like, I have always. Oh, and thanks to Thangtal singing our prize, we see more restoration requests. While most are straightforward enough for me to handle alone, I have a task here that promises to be quite challenging. For this, I hope to rely on your crafting expertise. The client is an elderly Darren lady. She's apparently descended from the Volberit nobility. The item to be restored is an antique Volberit jewelry box, formerly occupying the land now known as Ilmag. The kingdom was destroyed by sin eaters following the flood. Due to the fact that the nation ceased to exist a century ago, it's difficult to source the materials that people once used. In particular, we're struggling to procure suitable fabric for the hostelry, and that's what I would like to ask you to prepare. My thanks in advance, Jin. Wait, do I not have these in order? Oh. Almost done. Oh my, the quality's amazing! You could consider a work of art on its own right. With this, I'm confident we'll be doing an excellent job with the jewelry box. 79! 3 days later? Wait, it's going by one day? Oh, I could curl up right here and fall asleep. But first things first, I'm pleased to say that the jewelry box has been restored to its former glory. I'm especially pleased with how the trimmings turned out. They're as beautiful and vibrant as the day they were made, and it's thanks to the quality of the materials you supplied. Now then, I'll see this delivered to our client. If you can linger a little while, I'll return soon with word of her impressions. Wait, you're bringing her hair? Jin, this is Rosine, our client. She's so pleased with the jewelry box, she wanted to come and thank you herself. Tina tells me you contributed an instrumental to its restoration, and for that I offer you my heartfelt gratitude. My daughter, she will wed soon, you see. The jewelry box is to be my gift to her on her special day. Oh my, such joyous news! Our congratulations! With my husband no longer with us, life has been hard. There's nothing grand I can offer my daughter, yet humble though it is, the box holds special meaning to our family. It's been with us since our ancestor fled Volbert, while most of them sought refuge in Volmore. My great-grandmother and her husband chose to begin anew at the Crystarium. The box came with her, laden with memories of her lost home. It was passed down to my grandmother, and then my mother, and then eventually to me. It's a treasure heirloom, our connection to a time long past, and we've taken care of it as much as we could. Alas, the years inevitably began to wear tell on it. And now the time for me to come pass the box to my daughter, but in its condition as such, I was embarrassed to do so. Thanks to you and Thuna, however, I can pass on it proudly. No words will suffice to express my gratitude. I'm forever in your debt. She talked so long. It was interesting. Such a special connection with your family and homeland. A orphan like me can only dream. I'd love to visit your homeland one day. Will you promise to take me there? Oh, I'm merely jesting. No need to look so troubled. I have a homeland. Glory to be Olga. Long may she endure. She's looking more depressed each time we go forward. What is this? This is not how I want to feel out. Restore of cherished memories. Look at that. Bam. I'm such a cool title right now. I'm the cool new thing in town. Tell me, Jin, what do you think of the difference between repair and restoration? In my mind, the aim of repair is to make something work as intended again. In contrast, the aim of restoration is to return something to its original state. That being, in order
order to do a good job of restoring, it's crucial to know what materials are originally used and how. This requires a great deal of research and analysis, and that's where Nobi has been most helpful. Nobi is the most helpful node. And now an item may bear to what appears to be imperfection, be they scuffs and scratches or particularities in the wood grain. While we may instinctively want to remove such marks, we must be mindful they may hold special meaning to the owner. Of course, if there's a clearly damage that impairs function, we must mend it as best as we can. These decisions we make through consultation with the client. We see through his eyes the item it once was, and then strive to recreate it. Now, it's hardly needed to say that a restoration effort has only been as good as the materials used. I hope the cherished memories could continue relying on you. Thank you, Jin. Right enough, but chatter. It's time to get back to work. There's currently 3 outstanding tasks. Out of these, 3 are urgent. That means all of them are time to get back to work. Indeed. It's like 3 tasks, and then the 3 of them are urgent. Okay, so you have 3 tasks. That's all your jobs. Got it. Do you have time to assist me with another task, Jin? Wonderful. This time the client is a Zun Orno handler, and the item is a set of Arno barding, a very old set. We have our work cut out for us. Before the flood swallowing up their homeland, the Zuns lived as Nordic folk. The Armoro were a central part of their lives, and even something commonplace like barding may carry great sentimental value. That being the case, we must give no less than our best. Not that we ever do otherwise, of course. Now, as to the specifics, what I require from you is the material for repairing the barding inner lining. As for the part that is in contact with the armor, comfort is the utmost important. My thanks in advance, Jin. Man, I have to toss out another one of these. Boom. That is a maca, and I'm gonna also get this dumped in my saddle, I guess? Okay, get rid of this then. Jeez. Oh, party, one can sense the love for Zun for Amuro. We do that love justice, you and I. Let's not let me know what you have in repair materials. What? Are you kidding me? Okay, alright, we're going to Umar. Just give me a moment. God, I didn't even notice that was a thing. Script exchange. Clothes? That's not what I want. I want gear. Okay, so currently we are... Oh, I should probably get these. Sorry, this is my cooking class. Boom. That was weird. Anyways, we're going back. First turn. It would suck if I lost all that. Well, there's a crafting I can't do until like later anyway, so. Goodness, but this is an explanatory work. In this material alone, you can see all the marks of the first-rate arson, and small wonder seeing you made it. I will make my restoration live up to its quality. Wow, 3 million. Holy cows. 4 days. Yeah, it's literally a day addition each time, huh? Next it's gonna be 5 days. Mother? Is that you? Forget you heard any of that. It's dungeon. This is one of my hardest tasks to date, but the armor road barding is restored. In the course of reusing your materials, I noticed the small little details, the technique you employed to alleviate the burn on the beast. Such a thing would never have occurred to me. It reminds me so how much I still have to learn. Now, we mustn't keep our client waiting. I'll be back soon. Oh, we're approaching the end of this recording soon. Like, once I finish this entire line. So, this has something of regularity, but our client wants to thank you himself. May I introduce Sweeney Godai? Bye. Phtuma was most effusive in our praise of you, Jin, and I simply had to put a face to a name. Thank you for your part in restoring the barding. Allow me to introduce the fine beast who will wear it. Armory detected proximity too close for comfort. Uh-oh. As you may know, we Zuns once lived as nomad. In that hard life, Amuro contributed as much as any man to our collective survival, and we regard them as family, raising them as we would as our own children. Sadly, full many were lost to the flood, and to this day we lament our failure to save them. The barding you restore is an honored artifact. Such ancient times it has been tradition to bestow upon the finest Amuro and its handler each turning of season. It is our sole connection to our old way of life. By restoring it, you preserve an important part of our history, of our identity. I understand those who disapprove of what you do, but know that you have complete and unequivocal approval of what we do. On behalf of our people, I thank you. Cool. There's truly no limit to the sentimental value an item can hold. I thought we could have been of service to the Zune. And while it gives me heart to have their support, as Zune said, not everyone shares the sentiment. Oh well, at least of all. The feathered reptile Amuro are known to spray water from their nostrils. Water and nodes do not mix. Custodian of the cherished memories. So there's 2 more quests after this one, so. What? Whatever should I do? How long have you been standing there? Was so deep in thought, I didn't notice you. You see, I've been pondering about whether to speak with you about Orwell, that you should appear at this moment as a sign. Please hear me. As you know, Orwell and I were orphans taken in by Master Hargrave. We were close friends, playing, arguing with one another in turn, and together we trained as artisans. But all that changed when Master Hargrave disappeared. Young as we were then, we weren't told what become of him, but it was more than likely that, like so many others, he was slain by a sin-eater. From that time on, Orwell and I drifted apart. Eventually, we stopped speaking entirely. It was only when I announced my intention to open my shop that he had words for me, and they were not too kind. You don't understand anything, he spat out angrily. And he was right in one regard. I don't understand why he so detests my work. It goes beyond mere disapproval. He makes it personal, as if I'd done something to offend him. This wouldn't be a problem, except Orwell holds a considerable influence at the mean. A bad word from him, and we get no more customs. And sooner or later, I'll have to settle our differences, but the mere anticipation of it is nerve-wracking. What I wouldn't give for a stiff drink. Command received. instruction to throughout. Proceed to Wandering Stairs. I beg your pardon? Oh no, nobody's gonna summon Orwell. Oh, seems that's sooner than later. Jen, might I ask you to join me at the Wandering Stairs? I could use some support.
I'm about to level up.
Ah! I can't jump over that. Sorry.
Ow. Where is this place taking place at? The Wandering Minstrel, so there's that guy. Wait a minute.
Oh, this isn't here yet. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't come at all.
So you're the urgent business that I had to drop everything for. Affirmative. Luna has a score to settle with you. What was that?
Nothing. Be quiet now, Nodi.
Force down initiated.
There's something I need to ask you, Orwell.
Make it quick. Unlike you, I have got responsibilities.
Alright, not everyone agrees with what I do. I understand that. What I don't understand is why you're so angry with me.
You call me here just to ask me that? Ha! Urgent business indeed. How easy life must have been when your life is filled with play.
What we don't isn't play. We restored those items that hold sentimental value for the people of the Crystarium.
Listen, well, thanks to the efforts of our ancestor, we come to enjoy a resemblance of a normal life. But shortages are still a daily reality. Shortages you do nothing to alleviate. In the time it took you to restore a single decrepit set of our Amuro barding, I crafted a dozen new ones. With Master Harga gone, it falls to me to prop up the meme. It falls to me because Master had to go off to satisfy some vain obsession, and you had to take after him.
No, restart complete.
Resuming suspended operations. Oh well, not detected. Shall I fetch him?
No, Nodi, leave him be. I'm sorry you had to witness that, Jin. Oh well, he didn't used to be that way. While I believe in what we do, I can't deny there's truth to his words, but go off to satisfy an obsession. The day Master Harger disappeared, he had ventured out to procure materials. Items that he's seeking to restore was... Jin, I hate to involve you in my personal dilemmas, but I need your help. Can I rely on you? I'm truly grateful. Let's return to the Crystarium meeting. I'll explain everything there.
What's going on? I'm not used to double clicking my way around the crystal, but honestly it's better than clicking through so much menus to get to around areas. Honestly, it was the worst.
cherished memories is to survive, we must do something to stem Orwell's criticism. He's already done damage to our reputation, judging by the recent decline in business. We must win him over somehow, to convince him that the cherished memories is a serious venture and we make him see the true worth of restoration. With regards to the latter, I have an idea. There's an item which, if restored, is bound to strum on Orwell's heartstrings. But I'm at a loss on how we might show him that we mean business. Now that you mention it, our workshop doesn't have much of a draw to the eye. Perhaps there's something to be said for looking the part. In order to advertise their presence, shops commonly make use of single signage. In present, cherished memories has none. Of course, a sign! Why didn't I think of that? Jen, will you be willing to fashion a sign for our workshop? In light of all the help you've given us, it seems only right that you have the honor. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see the finished product. Oh, if you run out of materials, Nabi will finish you with some more. What's this? Oh, they got rid of that? Did they add anything? Final appraisal. They got rid of this. Uh-oh. Kinda needed that anyways, I guess. So final appraisal. This is still there. Muscle memory. Focused. Okay, they're just cleaning it up mostly. Okay, I'll be cleaning it up on the other ones too. So. How fares the work on the sign? I can't wait to see it. Blessed Knights, what a magnificent sign this is! It incorporates all the technique of our restoration work, a perfect representative of who we are. From the design to the details, everything about it is wonderful! Not only will the sign attract customers, it will serve to remind me of my goals to emulate your skills. I can't thank you enough for it. With this, we can finally show Orwell we mean business. I'll see to hanging the sign up as soon as possible. It's bound to be an envy of other artisans. All that remains then is to impress upon Orwell the true worth of restoration. On which front, there's something I would show you. Is that a boat? Oh no, that's an instrument. This lute was a gift from the Exarch to Master Hargett. Since he left us, it has lain there, broken in silence. Apparently, this is an enchanted instrument whose power has long faded, but its tone was no less beautiful for it. Master would often play this lute at the tavern, and Orwell and I would go and listen. Seeing how keen we were, he even gave us lessons. We loved the rich, soothing sound, and we weren't alone. Whenever Master Hargett played, the tavern was always full. No matter how rowdy the patrons were, as soon as the first chord was strummed, a hush would fall over the place. The music resonated with them, filling their hearts with peace in both good times and bad. Following Hargen's disappearance, however, the lute has been gathering dust. Well, that's because no one could restore it properly, save Master himself. An instrument demands consummated skills. Back then, it was completely beyond me, and even now, I don't feel equal to the task. But I must try. Master wouldn't want to see Orwell and I quarrel. No, he wants us to join hands and serve the Crystarium and your people. As it does for me, the loot holds fond memories for Orwell. By restoring it, I'm hopeful that we can reach out to him. Jin, this time it's a personal request. I need your help to make this lute sing once more. Thank you. It gives me heart to have your support. I'll make ready for the restoration and let you know what I require. I like crystals. So, with regards to the loot, following an analysis, we can determine the materials required for the instrument's restoration. Well, as best as we could at any rate. You see, being a gift from the XIV, it was likely hails from his mysterious homeland. As a result, it matched no loot from either culture or era I could find information on. Its shape is subtly different, as are some of the materials used. For these, we have to make our best approximation. That is unlikely to produce the desired blockage. Detected. Right then, let's begin. As usual, I ask that you craft the materials we need. Mark my words, Jin, we succeed yet. We'll make Orwell see the true worth of restoration. Help me. Help! That's so funny. What's notice on? Oh my! The quality is amazing beyond words. It will be a pleasure to put this to use. My thanks, Jin. Now that we have all we need required to restore the loot, I never attempted anything so difficult before. I must confess to feel not a little nervous, but I will give it my earnest best. With some luck, I have some good tidings to share before long. I'm the savior, guys. Oh shit, there's too many materials in that case. Oh, it's you, Jin. If you want to ask about the loot, I'm afraid I don't have the good news to share. I finished the restoration and the instrument looked exactly like it should. Knowing that the slightest warp in the panel can affect timber, I went into great pains to ensure the shape is perfect, but in spite of this, the sound is all wrong. It's not because we Vs have superior hearings either. No, the difference will be apparent to anyone who hears the lute, and definitely to Orwell. I can only assume it's due to the material, but I don't know what else we can use. Hit me, Jin. Hit me. Node restart complete. Thank you, Jin. Answer lies in Haru's final destination. He went to Kosala to procure materials for the soundboard. What? Kosala, you said? Affirmative. There, he tended to trade with the Odo with the foreign material, which is found on the seabed floor. Material from the sea? If it's one of the, I believe it is. I might actually have some in my stores. I purchased it from the Ondo merchant thinking it might be useful. It didn't occur to me before, but it might just work. Can you please analyze it, Naodi? See if it's suitable for restoring the loot? Manualizing material. Its composition closely resembles what was originally used for the soundboard. Wonderful! It's almost too true to be true. I'll accept whatever help we can get. Jin, I'm sorry to burden you again, but could you fashion a modification component using this material? We'll succeed this time. I know it! Just give me a moment. My next step is to... Boom. Let's go! Sorry to bring you again, but I can't do this without your help. Please fashion me the component. Oh, this looks promising. Yes, very promising indeed. I'll put it to use at once. Okay. It's finally done! Master Harger's lute, precisely as it once was! Analyzing. It is identical to both appearance and sound with a margin of error of 1%. In other words, excellent work. I don't know how to thank you, Jin. I couldn't have restored the lute without your help. You're the finest artisan I know, and I count myself blessed to have the privilege of handling your handiwork and growing from it. Now, I realized that when we first met, I said something to the effect of not asking you to teach me, but if you might indulge me one question, is there a attendant you adhere to? Principles that guide you? I see. You must remember it isn't just leather or wood or fabric we work with, but life. Promise never to be wasteful and to always have gratitude. Thank you, Jin. I'll carry these words with me in all that I do. Now then, it's time to present the lute to OL. Ideally, I like to meet him where Master often performs. The question is, will he come when I asked? He was not too willing last time. Command received. Determining OL's location based on previous movements. Instruction to clear on Jin. Proceed to wandering stairs. Can you stop doing this, Nodi? What? Wait, now we just... No time like the present, I suppose. As before, Jin, I appreciate if you were there too. Come, let's get this done and over with. Oh wait. I did it in the wrong way, did I? Oh well, it's kind of the same thing. It ain't any better than Netflix subtitles or certain YouTube subtitles I have seen. I don't know. I like some of the YouTube subtitles are supposed to be similar scripted, but weird. I don't know how to say this. To be honest, I can just click instantly instead of just big. Okay, next time I'll do that. Jeez. I didn't even know that was a thing. I swear, the wait is the worst part. Oh my god, it's almost 2 hours and 30 minutes of this recording. Absurd. This is what I get for 2 storylines in one go. Oh my god. Dude, something about this Rust Bowl, it gave me a bloody lightning shock. It was a mineral release of energy intended to encourage all world's attendance. I'm so sorry. There's something I wanted to serve you. Master Hagrid's loot? You fixed it? Not by myself. I had help from everyone in the cherished memories. From Jin and Nobi. This is fine work. Not even the slightest warp. And then the ornamentation is immaculate. You've done well to restore this thing. Now does it sound right? I bet he's saying. But so what? Will it feed the people? Shield them from the cold? I didn't think so. If there's nothing else, I'm returning to work. Wow, he has pretty good taste in music, honestly. I thought I heard a nostalgic sound. I just don't know how to do his voice. Sorry for the weird audio drop. No. I'm glad that she could play the instrument. He felt it was worth restoring in spite of the risk to attain the material. Though Master is gone, his lute may still bring hope to those who live in despair and bind together those who are left behind. Indeed, my former master, the Archmage Snow, had imbued the lute with a prayer of hope when she created it. Glory be to Alga, long may she endure. The person who made this lute was your master? What an amazing coincidence! Alright, Serna, I understand now what you seek to do, and I accept that it's good for the people. I have a confession to make. The person who broke the lute, it was me. I remember watching Transfixed as Master Hargo worked on it. The way he took that battered old thing and made it gleam again, it was simple magical. But when I picked it up to take a closer look, it slipped from my hands. I braced myself for Mr. Hargo's fury, but he wasn't angry in the slightest. There's no need to cry, he said with a smile. What is broken can be fixed. And then he set out and never returned. Though I was just a boy then, I knew full well that the lute served no practical purpose. It wasn't essential to our survival. The thought that Master died in a vein ate away at me. I hated myself for breaking the lute, and I hated the very idea of restoration. So that's the way of it. But you opened my eyes. Masterwork was important. I understand now. But what we might have food to fill our bellies and roof over our heads, what is it worth when we don't have hope for the morrow? You have my gratitude, Jin. Thanks to you, I have come to realize the importance of the bonds we share. Sounds weird. He's thinking me out of nowhere. The lute has brought many people together. Perhaps one day it'll bless us orphans with family of our own, too. Well, young ones, it seems that the two of you already have a family. One each other. Owen may have fooled you, Suna, but he doesn't fool me. Just out of the concern of your safety that he opposed your venture. It was the very definition of brotherly love. I'm going back to work, but Thuna, if you ever need help with anything, be it a component you can't make yourself, you come straight to me. I won't have you die trying to do everything on your own. Oh my god, what a sweet moment. It's a weird moment, honestly. Family. I suppose deep down I knew it was true, but to actually say the word, it's a little embarrassing, but not unpleasant. Come, my friend, let's return to the workshop. I'd like to thank you properly. Gosh. No. No. I can hear I get nervous doing these recordings because my brothers can hear me talk through the door, so it's just like, oh, is she doing that weird thing where she talks to herself? It's this where I talk to myself often, but yeah, I get a little embarrassed, but it's just me, you know. Thanks to you, our workshop can continue doing its good work. I'm truly glad that I have met you. Tell me, Jin, do you think Mr. Harger healed me playing as well? I like to think so too. And I like to think that he was happy to see Orwell and I mend the rift between us. I'll do all I can to nurture our bond, and if something should it cost to break again, then we hit it! Hit it hard! No, that only works for you, Nodi! I'll continue honing my skills, ever aspiring to reach your heights. And whatever the future has in store for Norvit, I continue doing my part to make it a better place by keeping the people's cherished memories alive. And whenever I can, I'll go and play the lute at the tavern, as it did in Master Harrigan's fans. Its music can bring some comfort to the people once more. Forgive me, Jane. I know you're a busy woman, but I won't keep you any longer. But promise to pay me a visit from time to time, alright? You can find me right here, doing what I love doing best. Yo! I'm the destroyer of bonds, Babel. Okay, that is the end of this recording. Thank you for watching.